This is RTV6 News at 7, working for you.
I'm Rafael Sanchez. Right now at 7, the downpours have stopped in downtown Indianapolis, but don't get too comfortable. This wet weather is far from over. We'll have to watch out for more storms and flooding issues the rest of the week. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Kevin Gregory to fill us in. Kevin, what's going to happen?
And that humidity will definitely keep us from getting comfortable. It's tropical out there. That means when it rains, it pours. We had our downtown downpour just before 5 o'clock, and now you can see from Martinsville over toward Franklin, northeast of Morgantown, pockets of heavy rainfall. These last about 40-45 minutes in any one spot. There's another southwest of Richmond, another near Rushville, and just southwest of Rushville. In general, by the time we get to 9 and 11 o'clock tonight, we'll see those begin to fade away after sunset. 80 the temperature in Kokomo, 82 in Muncie. If you've had thunderstorms nearby, temperatures are generally in the mid 70s. Through the evening hours, headed out to take a walk. There's Lord Bentley. Thanks, James, for sending in a picture of your dog. It's been tough on all to get out and enjoy this weather. Temperatures will be in the 70s with just isolated showers and thunderstorms through the evening. Overnight, we're looking at fog. It will drop visibility in spots. The air's pretty stagnant, not much of a wind. And first thing in the morning, isolated thunderstorms to start the day. It changes after that.
Kevin, have you seen this picture? I want you to check this out. A flashback photos shared out of western Indiana now going viral and showing the problems faced by Hoosier farmers this wet spring. On the left, right there, you can see a man standing in the middle of a corn. It's hard to see him because the corn is so high. That in Putnam County, that was taken back on June 17th, 2018. On the right, look at the difference. He stands in that same field. It's the same field 1 year later. Katie Staton shared the pictures on Facebook and says it shows the crisis farmers are facing because of all of the recent weather. They've been struggling to plant their crops. Staton wants everyone to see the reason why food prices could increase later in the year. Now at 7, an Indianapolis couple has been battling to get the grass across from their home cut. You can see the problems right behind me. It turns out that this eyesore is owned by land owned by INDOT and the city of Indianapolis. The couple reached out to RTV6 and our Cameron Riddle, working for you, answered that call for help.
Mike and Donna Bebley have lived in their Indianapolis home for over a decade. They say each year brings a new challenge dealing with the city and INDOT, trying to get someone to maintain this grass between Paris Avenue and I-65. For the last 12 years, Donna Bebley has kept a diary of every call she's made for help. Her husband Mike says he's just about had it. He says he's made numerous calls to the mayor's action line and INDOT, asking for both the state and city workers to work together and get this grass under control. But he says his calls have done no good. INDOT says they cut the grass within 15 feet of the interstate, and anything on the other side of the fence along I-65, in this case, is supposed to be maintained by the city of Indianapolis. The Bebleys say they aren't asking for much. They just want someone to join them in caring for the place they call home.
It's a disgrace for anybody to come through there and have to drive through there to see that. You can stand there on that corner. If you care about anything living decent, it's enough to make you cry.
And as this grass continues to grow out of control, so does the frustration of the Bebley family. And you can count on Channel 6 to stay on top of the city to see that something gets done. In Indianapolis, I'm Cameron Riddle, RTV6.
Cameron Riddle on the job. Late this afternoon, DPW responded to RTV6's questions about that out-of-control grass. They say the wet weather has slowed down their mowing efforts, but they say they plan to be in that area soon to mow all of that. We'll keep following the story and let you know when the work gets done. Now at 7, a retired police officer and others are working to reach kids this summer before gangs do. IMPD's Gang Resistance Education and Training Camp is open for kids 10 to 14 years old. For 2 weeks, they learn what to watch out for, how gang members might try to target them, and what they might say to manipulate impressionable kids.
We tell them the reason why most kids join gangs is because they don't have anyone that looks out for them, and they think this is what it is. So we try to teach them that when you're in a gang, they don't really care about you. They don't care about what you do.
Camp organizers say even though the youngest participants are 10, gang members approach kids as young as 8 years old. Once kids age out of the gang resistance program, the mayor hopes that they will take advantage of Project Indy, which connects teens with summer job opportunities and training right here in the Circle City. Right now, 3 people vying to lead Indianapolis public schools. They're facing questions submitted by you. The final candidates for IPS superintendent are going through public interviews. The interview questions were submitted online and selected by IPS Board of Commissioners. The 3 candidates are the current interim superintendent for IPS, the chief of Jefferson County Schools in Louisville, and the assistant superintendent for elementary education in Pike Township here in Indianapolis. The district hopes to name a new superintendent by the end of the month. We will learn more tonight from FBI investigators about an Indiana man accused of a complex catfishing murder in Alaska. A 21-year-old Darren Schillmiller from New Salisbury, Indiana, is accused of convincing 18-year-old Denali Brimmer, the woman he was having a relationship with online, to commit murder. Investigators say he promised Brimmer millions of dollars for evidence of the killing. Now, Cynthia Hoffman was killed near a hiking trail outside of Anchorage in early June. Brimmer says several friends helped her carry out that murder. Schillmiller is now awaiting extradition to Alaska. Tonight at 8 Eastern Time, we expect to hear from the FBI on this case. We'll bring you the very latest tonight on the news at 11. Looking ahead now to Democracy 2020, Democrats in the Senate are seeking to make elections more secure. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is asking for the addition of election security amendments to a defense bill lawmakers will start considering this week. Schumer warns that Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea could all interfere in our future elections and that Congress must take action.
Simply put, it is Congress's solemn obligation to protect our elections, the wellspring of our democracy, and any leader who doesn't do that is abdicating their responsibilities to our grand democracy.
Schumer also criticized the Senate Majority Leader, Republican Mitch McConnell of Kentucky, for not doing more, in his words, on election security. Right now, supporters of President Trump are waiting to hear him make a major announcement in Central Florida. These are live pictures right now. People started lining up almost 2 days in advance outside of the Amway Center there in Orlando, Florida. Taking a live look inside, President Trump is expected to take the stage in about an hour or so. He's formally announcing his campaign for re-election. Earlier today, a Quinnipiac poll showed that President Trump trailing potential Democratic candidates like Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, and Elizabeth Warren in hypothetical 2020 race matchups. Tomorrow, President Trump heads to Miami for a major fundraiser. Meanwhile, officials say the president's recent Twitter threats, they're inaccurate and impossible. The president threatened to deport millions of undocumented immigrants tomorrow. Romina Puga has the latest from Los Angeles.
When people come into our country and they come in illegally, they have to go out.
President Trump says that U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement will remove millions of undocumented immigrants starting next week.
It sounds like it's an empty threat, but it's also all the operations have been in motions to have raids and to be identifying people with prior deportations.
An administration official says the effort will focus on the more than 1 million people who've been issued final deportation orders by federal judges but are still in the country. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo echoing the president's concerns.
It is an important undertaking to ensure that we have sovereignty and security at our southern border.
But the top Senate Democrat is calling the president's immigration policies inhumane, adding the highest-ranking officials within agencies overseeing the border say it's impossible to do.
President tweets one day with no basis in fact. He's going to deport millions of people.
President Trump also praised Mexico and Guatemala's immigration efforts. Mexico had promised to deploy 6,000 National Guard troops by today. ABC's Daniel Carranza, who is on Mexico's southern border with Guatemala, found troops checking for migrants at a checkpoint, but says there's been no visible buildup on the border itself.
We haven't seen any authorities, any military presence, any Guardia Nacional or whatever.
Mexican officials telling ABC their National Guard was still organizing the effort. A senior administration official tells ABC News that immigration authorities would never announce such actions in advance. Romina Puga, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Next at 7, a new way to possibly pay for products online. The plan on the table and why some are critical and concerned with the proposed currency. Kevin?
The timing of Wednesday thunderstorms and the potential severe weather threat across central Indiana, that's next.
Trust Kevin Gregory and Storm Team 6. This is RTV6 News at 7, working for you.
So let's talk money. There are many questions surrounding the announcement of Facebook's new digital currency. It's called Libra. But is it safe? Is it legal? Facebook says that with Libra, it will make sending someone money as easy as sending a picture. You can load money onto Libra, then send it to someone to spend at participating places. One lawyer told Fox Business News that they don't see any immediate legal or antitrust issues with Libra, but you could run into problems finding businesses that accept it. And if you try to cash out your Libra balance, Facebook says it will keep financial and social media data separate in both cases. A disturbing possible effect of climate change, scientists now say it could lead to more cases of flesh-eating bacteria. A new study linked warmer ocean waters to more cases. Researchers looked at 5 cases of Vibrio vulnificus over the last 2 years. All 5 cases are tied to Delaware Bay between Delaware and the state of New Jersey. Experts always thought the water there was too cold for the flesh-eating bacteria. The study is suggestive. It has not confirmed a link between the cases and climate change just yet. Warmer weather means summer is on the way, and tick season, yeah, it's here. Health officials say the number of ticks in central Indiana has been increasing. They live in wooded areas and even the grass in your backyard. The deer tick carries Lyme disease, which doctors say can have long-term health impacts if it's not caught and treated in time.
Anywhere from tremors, severe headaches, a lot of neurological issues. Arthritis is another common one with Lyme's disease, joint pain. People can die from it, especially if it gets into the lining of the brain.
Lyme disease symptoms start like the flu and can include a rash and can be treated with antibiotics if it's caught early. One of the easiest precautions to take against ticks is using insect repellent with at least 25% of DEET. If you go into the woods, walk in the center of the trails, shower soon after being outdoors, and check your clothing for those ticks. It is now time to check your forecast. We've seen so much rain. Don't want to pile on. We have to deal with ticks, but also now with all these possible mosquitoes because of all the wet weather. It needs to stop at some point.
Nothing immediate. Friday's our dry day.
Okay.
And then, but within the 7-day forecast, we're still looking at this daily chance for showers and thunderstorms. Just like yesterday, we've had a few reports of funnel clouds, not from severe storms, but underneath developing showers and thunder showers. That's from Hamilton County Emergency Management earlier in the day near Arcadia. Rainfall probability sky high again during the day tomorrow, increasing in coverage and intensity, I believe. Thursday, that should be in the morning hours. Then Thursday afternoon, Friday, look to be dry. That will be critical as we get back to more rain over the weekend, and the humidity stays high. So when it rains, it pours. Maybe you had to wait to leave work today because it was pouring and you wanted to get to your car and not be drenched. 70% chance we'll see these showers and thunderstorms, and a little higher probability as we go into the evening hours. As far as severe weather threat, Terre Haute to Bloomington to Bedford and Seymour Southwest. A little higher probability of severe weather. It's a low or marginal risk for the rest of central Indiana. Right now, non-severe, but it's a downpour east of Paragon toward Martinsville. We'll follow this to the east along State Road 44. Franklin to the southwest, north of Hensley, south of Bargersville, little downpour there, and then off to the east, individual cells putting down some heavy rainfall, and they kind of go through a normal life cycle, 45 minutes or an hour. They put down a heavy rain and then just collapse and help build the next one down the road. Temperatures won't change quickly this evening and will be warm and muggy all night. Upper 70s to low 80s right now. Tomorrow, plan on thunderstorms becoming more widespread, especially late afternoon into the evening. Severe threat will be there, as well as heavy rainfall. By the time we get to 1, they're isolated. As we get to the evening hours, 4 o'clock, isolated strong to severe storms. Here comes the line, 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. That will have a little punch to it, and certainly, I think, bring rain to most of central Indiana. That'll spiral away to the east as we get to Thursday. Temperatures that are warm and sticky and around 80 tomorrow will be cooler on Thursday. Lower 70s for the high. Here's your 7-day planner. Chance for thunderstorms very low on Friday. Should be our dry day. Increasing chance for thunderstorms over the weekend, with Sunday being the most likely day for showers and thunderstorms. 85 both days.
So do you think we're in a pattern? Will we see?
Oh, yeah.
So for even
10 out of the last 11 days, we've had a trace or more of rain.
How about next week, you think? I'm not
Early next week, yeah. No, there's really no change immediately.
All right, Kevin, thank you so much. Fired from your job, it could send you into an economic tailspin, but why are some people not worried about getting a pink slip? Details next on your Hiring Hoosiers report, only on RTV6. RTV6's Hiring Hoosiers is all about connecting you to training resources, plus jobs that need to be filled right now in central Indiana. And today, in Hancock County, a company broke ground on a new facility that will double its size and increase the demand for employees. Spectra Premium Industries, based in Greenfield, makes and distributes auto replacement parts. Today, they kicked off construction on a new 586,000 square foot facility. The company is always recruiting for general warehouse positions, and employees say they enjoy the team-oriented environment.
We all are a team. It's not just one person. Our goal is one team, one goal. So definitely that's the exciting thing, because it's not just one person, it's all of us working together.
You can apply for open positions by visiting Spectra Premium's current location. That's off of County Road 300 North. Hiring Hoosiers will also let you know when the company plans to hold another job fair. A big boost for a local not-for-profit focused on helping people. Today, Aspire Indiana Health received a $10,000 grant. The money from the Community Foundation of Boone County will cover the expense of an employment specialist. That specialist will assist people with Aspire's Ticket to Work program in Lebanon. Ticket to Work helps connect people to jobs in that area. It is Tuesday, which, as you know, means we have current employment opportunities available right now in the current time frame. It is time for Hiring Hoosiers Jobs of the Week. This could be the opportunity that you are looking for. Anna Pentenberg with Sirion Staffing. Great to see you every Tuesday.
Thank you.
Let's get to work. Let's see the first job of the week. This is a sit-down forklift operator.
Yes, we are looking for some more sit-down forklift operators near the airport. We have all shifts available, so first, second, and third shift. There are over 20 positions available that you can start as soon as possible. The pay depends on the shift, and it's either $14 or $14.50.
Let's head over to the town of Speedway. We're looking for sewers and seamstresses.
Yes, this is for a company called Impact Racing. This is near Speedway. They have a first shift position Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you do have sewing or embroidering experience, we need you. We want you to come see us. This starts at $12 an hour.
We are now heading to Hamilton County. This is in Carmel.
Yes, we have a class of customer routing coordinators starting on July 15th. Their shift depends on your training schedule, so once you're completed with training, they'll figure out where the biggest need is, but that's between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. You can interview as early as this week, and that starts at $13 an hour.
Let's head west to Hendricks County in Plainfield.
Yes, we need some order picker forklift operators in Plainfield. We've got second and third shift available. Second shift is Monday through Friday, 1:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. at $16 an hour. And third shift is Sunday through Thursday evening, 9:15 p.m. to 6:15 a.m. at $15.50 an hour.
There's so many different jobs. The one thing you were telling me is that attitude matters, no matter whether you're a seamstress, an engineer, a TV reporter, that attitude really can pay off during that interview.
Yes, it makes you stand out significantly. So if you come in, you've got a great attitude during your interview, that sets you apart even from those people who are extremely qualified with the technical pieces of things.
Are you seeing that some folks come in maybe not so happy or not so well together that it maybe puts them at the end of the pile?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
So don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Come in with a great attitude, because we have these jobs of the week, and Anna wants to see you. So how do we get a hold of you?
You can call or text us at 317-870-5555, or you can check out our jobs posted at Spherion.com.
Those jobs are also posted online at hiringhoosiers.com. And these are the jobs of the week.
For ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
A new survey finds that more Americans are hopeful about finding a job. The survey conducted by the New York Federal Reserve asked people how confident they are about finding a new position after losing their current job. In May, 61.5% said they felt confident. That's up from 59% in April. Confidence in finding a new job was higher for workers in the Midwest and those under the age of 40. And I am confident we'll see more rain, yes?
Absolutely, depending on where you're sitting. Just to show you how quickly this happens, look at Spencer. And all of a sudden, wham, there's the downpour. Another fades near Martinsville and then develops to the east. And then for now, southwest of Franklin, those showers are fading. Other spotty downpours from Rushville toward Richmond. They should all calm down as we get closer to 11 o'clock.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you tonight on the news at 11. Have a great evening.